Well, Dancing Wheels is a physically integrated dance company. We were formed in Cleveland by our director, Mary, in 1980. So we call ourselves stand-up and sit-down dancers because we're bringing dancers with and without disabilities all together to join as one.
I had been dancing my whole life, and I had recently, well, not too recently, over like 3 years now ago, got into a car accident. And when I was in hospital and in therapy and everything, I didn't know how I would be able to dance again. And they gave me information to get in contact with Dancing Wheels. And I finally did. I set up a meeting and an audition with Mary Verdi Fletcher, which is the founder. And shortly after, I was with the company. And I've been there for ever since, 3 seasons now. For me, it's just been the fact that not too many kids or not too many people in general are exposed to people with disabilities that are doing more than just having people help them out or push them around or tell them what to do. So seeing that, it gives them a whole new outlook on what a disability is and what having a disability is. And for me, just bringing that to them through dance and through the art of dance is just, it's amazing. I think it inspires people.
My role at the Arts Partnership is to bring arts education to Findlay and Hancock County. So we are providing different types of performing arts into the school systems for the students to see. I saw Dancing Wheels when I was in college, and I really wanted to bring them to Findlay. So I reached out to them and started communicating with them on how we can bring them to Findlay and showcase them into the schools for the students to see.
Today at Blanchard, we're basically just gonna have a warm-up class and teach basically a regular, just get their bodies moving and show them that they can move next to somebody who uses a wheelchair, and somebody with a wheelchair can move next to someone who doesn't use a wheelchair. And it all brings together when full circle when we say physically integrated dance company. It's integrating people with disabilities and without disabilities.
As I know, when I was growing up, I never had the opportunity to meet somebody with a disability, physical, cognitive, or otherwise, because they were separated into the different classrooms, as they often are today. So students in those schools, in the public schools, they don't get to meet a person with a disability, usually. And so us coming in and showing them, here's a person with a disability and without, working together, and it's possible, means a lot. They get to see firsthand what it's like for a person with a disability.
Well, for me, I think the first thing I noticed is that just like how I'm fairly new to being in a wheelchair and having a disability. So I was once in a state where I wasn't aware and wasn't exposed to it. And coming in and knowing that they're probably still in that same state, it's just opening their eyes, waking them up is what I like most about it and what I notice most. Because they're just like, I didn't know people in wheelchairs could do everything like this.
What happened here today, I think the thing that we saw the most was just joy on these children's faces. The kids who come to school here have very great disabilities, probably the greatest disabilities in any school district in our county. And we just saw joy as they move their bodies. They love music. Even if they're nonverbal, music speaks to their soul in a way that nothing else does. And we are so thankful to the Arts Partnership for including us in this Dancing Wheels program today. It lights me up on the inside. I've already gotten an email from one of my staff members who said, this is the reason I get out of bed in the morning, and to dance with the kids today just makes my job complete. So it's not only just the kids, it's the staff as well.
It's been wonderful to see the students dance and just to see their excitement on their faces, and especially students that are maybe already in a wheelchair, to see that, yes, it's possible to do this, and to see them learn how to dance from their wheelchair. It's just been great to see the kids in action. I think the arts are important no matter who you are, what age you are, what grade you are, how old, and I think it's great for the community just to see, especially the Dancing Wheels, and just to see what you can do if you put your mind to it, and that anything is possible, no matter who you are, what your background is.
I love it because it's meaningful. I get to dance, which is a true gift. It's my career now, and I get to give back to the community.
For me, it's different because it's still dancing, but it's kind of like, I always say it's kind of like, I don't know if you're an artist and you've always make color and drawings with like crayons or coloring pencils, and then one day you have to work with paint or like wax, colors like that. It's the same concept, it's the same art, it's the same craft, but just done in a different way. And me, just my journey in realizing that it's been helpful for me as a person. I just kind of like seeing that I can show them that you don't have to stop. You know, if something happened, whether if it's, you get into an accident like what happened to me, or if you have like a disease or something, or if you have like develop a disability that takes away your mobility or takes away the use of your legs. It's just showing you that you don't have to stop at all, no matter what it is, and you can do anything you want to do, regardless if it's dancing or painting or drawing or anything like that. Singing, playing an instrument, you can do whatever you want. Just know that you can, and don't let anybody tell you different.